Well, you know the answer to that.
I know. Shut up and buck up, right?
Well, or change to a different night instead of Friday.
Same thing, different night. Come on. I can't. Oh, stop, because I can't. I need to share it to the VIP group. Hello, where are you? There you go. Okay, we're good. We're bopping along. Be quiet, woman. Don't need to hear you. Hello, Norma. Hello, Connie. Everybody is raring to go because it's Friday night and it's time. It's time to give me some heartache. Got it. Okay. Hi. Okay, let's just do that. There we are. Now I can see. So I was listening to a coach this afternoon who says that I need to show my face more. So this is the face. I'm sorry. It's not a pretty face, but I got a pretty shirt on.
And there's nothing wrong with the face either. Thank you.
Valerie says goose evening. Well, goose evening to you too, Valerie. All right. So I have some cards. I don't know whether I've shared these or not yet, so I'm just going to show them all to you, but I want to say, don't forget the contest. I'm drawing tonight. If you've made one of these fold back pop-up cards, get your card in the draw. You haven't until we're done tonight. And then, because there's only 3 people in the draw right now. It's in the VIP group. If you're not part of the VIP group, go become part of the VIP group. Okay, enough of my face. There we go. You can see my hands instead. I have my voting paper all ready. That's about the only thing that's ready though. But I did have a lovely nap after dinner. Okay, card from Valerie. Like I said, I don't know whether I've shared this one or not. I do believe this is ranunculus. The ranunculus, what was it called? Something or other. I never got it. And it's all done in purples, which is pretty. And then she's got this really cool stuff along the edge here. And the background is embossed with, I do believe it's that leaf embossing. No, you know, the leaf dye that embosses the background there.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
It is pretty. Thank you. Okay, that's a swap card. That's a swap card. We'll do this one. This one is from, let me check before I bring it over. Yvonne made me a daffodil card. Isn't that gorgeous?
That is.
Greenery. Yeah, stitch greenery. That's right. Yay. Valerie knows what she used. So because of this one, I talked my club member hostess for June into doing the daffodil bundle. So this is what our June club is going to be. I haven't got it yet. I'm ordering it though. Thank you, Yvonne. Very nice of you to enable me the way I enable everybody else. And this one, oh, this one's also from Yvonne.
Oh,
and it's got
very pretty card.
It's got bling in. She double cut the thank you, and there's bling in behind there. Ooh, ah. I think I've showed this one before. This is Janet's, but I have to show the, I think so, because this one, when you open it, it goes, wow.
Yeah.
That is, it stands up. It's like it's in a little vase of flowers, and that bundle's retiring. Sad to see it go. The paper's retiring. This color's retiring. That color's retiring. This stuff was Celebration. It's a lovely card though. I love it. This one, oh, another Valerie card. This is vellum. She stamped on vellum, and then she took Winkostella and flicked Winkostella in the background to make it all pretty.
It is very pretty.
And then I have a couple of swap cards. This one is from Barb Stewart in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And it's part of my Silver Sisters wave swap. I love it. It is so simple, but so elegant.
Yeah.
And this part is popped up on dimensionals. And there's a double frame, and they're both on dimensionals, and then the designer paper and the wave in behind. Isn't that cool?
It is. It gets simple, but really striking.
It is. I like it. I agree, Connie. It's very pretty. Oh, sneeze. Hang on.
God bless.
Pardon me. Oh, now my sinuses are going to drip. Okay, this one is from Cindy Piggott, another one of my Silver Sisters. And she has, you probably can't see, but the clouds are winkied, and the wave curl is winkied.
Yeah, you can see that actually.
Can you? Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that pretty?
It is.
So those are my cards. Now that I've showed them, I'm going to put elastic around them so I know that I've showed them. Then I can put them away in my special box. Thanks, Valerie. She said, bless you. So where is all our peeps tonight? Like, what is going on? Does that mean that I don't have to do what I'm told tonight?
Dream on. Might just mean that there's less of us to be bossy.
Paradise Palms stamp set. Palms dies. I also brought On the Horizon stamp set and dies and stamp set. Karen's there. Oh, good. Uh-oh. There's people over there. And the In the Horizons paper, I got some. And I'm not sure which direction we're going to go because, you know, it's not up to me tonight. So that's all I have. I don't have any paper or nothing. But I will give you a sneak peek. Valerie says, dream on. Oops, I guess I'm not getting away with it. So I do a tutorial every month with my Silver Sisters. And those are the tutorials that I give out in my newsletters every week. And so this is the one I made for April. Ooh, we can't make this tonight though, because, you know, I'm not supposed to use it for anything except for the tutorial.
Very nice though.
It'll be in my newsletter eventually. I just don't know which month or which week yet. And then I made a couple of other On the Horizon cards that were inspired by, this one was inspired by Jessie Holton. And look at it. Look how elegant and peaceful that card is with very little effort.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one was inspired by Priscilla Ivler. So I cased it and changed it. And she used a lot of the designer paper die cuts. And I thought maybe we could use this as our inspiration for tonight and maybe do something funky with the die cuts and put a palm tree and a fence. Maybe. Yes, no.
Maybe.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Okay, I have to blow my nose. Hang on. I knew it was going to run once I sneezed. Okay. Get another Kleenex out because it will run again. Sure wish I knew what was going on with whether this is the cold or sinuses or allergies or I have no idea. If it's a cold, it's the weirdest cold I've ever had.
Then go with allergies.
Yes, but I'm still isolating. even though it's allergies. All right. So Palms dies. There they are. So I don't know what this is. I haven't cut this set out yet and done the, you know, my silhouette thing that I usually do. I haven't done it with this one yet. I haven't had time. This is a moon or a sun. This cuts out the coconuts. These are the trunks. These are the tops. This is grass. This is a full one. And this one cuts out these stamped images. So there we go. Where shall we start? Give me an idea. Okay, do you want to use this card as inspiration, yes or no? Hello, is anybody out there?
I'll say yes, just because I don't have any original ideas of my own.
Valerie says yes. Oh, Valerie's going to be on the winning team tonight. Nobody else wants to vote, so we'll just go with it. I don't know where everybody is tonight. Maybe it's, oh, Connie agrees. Maybe it's because it's getting to be spring now and it's not quite dark. People want to be outside. Okay, so we have to build it on something. Do you want to, oh, Norma says yes too. So that's 4. So do you want to build it on cardstock and use the die cuts, or do you want to build it on designer paper? And I'm not saying white cardstock. It can be, we haven't got that far yet. Just want to know if you want to kind of build the scene on cardstock and use the designer paper as the cutting, or do you want to build it on designer paper and use cardstock for the cutting? Valerie says cardstock. 1 vote for card. Is that up too high? Do I need to bring you down a bit? There, that's a little bit better. Norma says, oh wait, Connie says cardstock, Norma says cardstock, and Peggy says cardstock. So we're going to build it on cardstock. So you know what the next question is? White or color? And we won't worry about which color right now. Just, do you want to build it on white or do you want to build it on color?
White.
1 vote for white. Oh, I've got an idea. Oh, Valerie says white. I have an idea in my head that would be really cool. So if we don't do it, I'll do it anyways afterwards. It's going to be on the horizon, and I've got a whole bunch of it, so we haven't got that far yet, Connie. Valerie says white, and Peggy says white. Okay, so we're going to build it on white. So the next, oh, Norma says white. Yay. Okay, so the next question I have for you is, do you want to build a sunset in here? Sunset, yes or no?
Yes.
1 yes. So I'll bring this one back here again. Sunset. Sunset. It's gone again. Valerie says yes. Karen says yes. We're going to build a sunset. Okay, we know that. So now, pardon me, do you want, I have a frog. I don't like frogs. Do you want, pardon me, a circular sunset, like in the top half, so there'd be a circular sunset in behind? Or do you want to do the whole thing a sunset? Oh, Peggy doesn't want a sunset. I'm sorry. I have you down. So circular, circle sunset, or the whole top a sunset?
Whole top.
One for whole top. Norma says circle. Valerie says whole sky. Peggy said, yeah, it will be behind Peggy, but do you want just a circle or do you want the whole top? And Heather hasn't answered any question at all yet, so. You have my Sherpa on. Peggy says top. Okay, so it looks like we're going to do top. The whole top half is going to be sunset. Okay. Do you like these colors for the sunset? It is Gorgeous Grape, Mango Melody, and Polished Pink. Or I'll put as is, this is as is, or other color. Norma likes it.
Yeah, I like it. Very tropical sunsetty.
That's my son. What does my son want? Hang on. Sure, now my granddaughter wants to talk to me. So there, I just had to say no. Okay. Okay, why did that go back and cover that? Connie is and Peggy both say yes. Okay, so I'll get a piece of white and I'll get the colors and we'll do some sponging and then we'll go from there. White, Gorgeous Grape, Mango Melody, Polished Pink. And I just grabbed a whole bunch. Okay. Brushes. Where are you? There's the yellow one. There's the purple one. There's the pink one. Okay. I need a Post-it note. Right about there. Right about there. It's like kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's a cut end. That's not going to work. It has to be straight. Does it have to be straight? No, it doesn't have to be straight. Uh-oh, I'm outside the box already. Look at that. Haven't even started yet. Okay. I'm going to start with Mango Melody at the bottom. Like that. And it'll look like the sun is setting. little bit of Mango Melody. A little bit of polished pink on top of the Mango Melody. Oh, my tummy is upset for some reason. Didn't like something at dinner. How's that looking so far? I like these colors because they don't go muddy when you put them together. We'll put some purple at the top. Oh, I think the pink needs to be a little bit brighter. What do you think?
Yes, because we're losing it.
Yeah. Where's the white? Let's see what it looks like up against the white. Not quite dark purple on the edges. So we were finishing dinner and we put a security camera out on the driveway so that it alerts us when people or animals or cars go up the driveway. And we're sitting there and the alarm goes off and Ted looks at his phone and there's 2 deer sauntering along my daffodil patch. Go away. There's a reason I have them all covered. Okay, more pink, more pink. And just do a little bit more mango just to brighten that up a bit too. There we are. People, I'm busy. Don't message me. Valerie said the deer nibble her tulips. Wait. So Irish Spring went in the garden. I just put a fence up. I don't like the smell of Irish Spring. Okay, there's our sunset.
Mhm.
Now, what I did do on my sample there is I took my Winky and I did this on just the sunset.
You know, you didn't ask us to vote on that.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Do you want me to take it off?
No, that's okay. It would probably be too messy trying to take it off.
I forgot it was Friday night. I'm just in my zone having fun. I apologize. I'm sorry, not sorry. Okay.
Yeah, the not sorry is closer to the truth, I think, my friend.
Okay. Can you see the bling? Look at the starry sky.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. All right. So now, here's the card for inspiration that we're using. Do you want a mountain? So the mountain is in the back and it's that purpley one. Connie says this is what happens when you're gone for so long. Yep, pretty much, Connie. There. So do you want a mountain? Yes or no? Where's my voting thing? Mountain. Yes or no? Connie says definitely.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my blending brushes away here while you're voting. Holly says yes. Peggy says yes, Valerie says yes, and Karen says yes. Okay, so we're gonna have a mountain. Let's see what kind of scraps I have, and you can vote on what color you want. Do we want purple, a green, multicolored, or blue? Purple, green, multicolored, I'll cut it somewhere out of there, or blue. Purple, green, multicolored, or blue. What color do you want the mountain to be?
The dark part of the blue. Because if it's a sunset, it means everything should be darker, or that should be darker.
Dark blue for Holly. Blue, oh wait, Connie says purple. Karen says blue. Valerie says blue. Looks like it's going to be blue, ladies. Okay. Norma says blue. Blue it is. Let me see if I can get the, like that, Holly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do is get my machine. I ain't gonna cut much without a machine here. Zoom. Okay. There we go. It's kind of like the night I did this from my trailer and didn't have the machine with me. But at least this time I can get it. Okay, one blue mountain. Oops. It's time to get some new Post-it note pieces. These ones are ripping. Okay, next. Next, I put this one, the squiggly one, in front. So do you want, here, let me get some temporary tape on here. We'll just put that right there-ish, just temporarily, so it doesn't move. Do you want to use I'll call this a hill. Do you want to cut out a hill? Oh, Valerie's looking at Blue Mountains out her window. Okay, hill, yes or no? So that's this green piece here.
No.
One no from Holly and a no from Karen. Valerie says yes. Come on, Peggy, Connie. Peggy says mo, so I'm assuming she says that she meant no. Okay, no hill. We'll put it back. Do you want trees? Trees. Yes or no? So that's this one here. Karen says no.
Yeah, I'm a no.
And that's another no from Holly. No from Norma. All right. No trees. Okay, trees are going back. Do you want houses?
No.
And no. A no. Karen says no. Anybody else? Peggy says no. Okay, bye houses. It was nice seeing you. Do you want this watery kind of piece? I'll call it water, but it doesn't have to be water. Oh, Valerie said yes, she wanted houses. Sorry, Val. Oh, Karen says yes. Norma says yes.
Yes.
Holly says yes. Peggy says yes. Valerie says yes. Okay, we're going to have a water thing. So now we've got that. Let me do this. Do you want this piece over top of the mountains? So this is the one that puts the detail over top of it. Mountain detail. Yes or no?
Yes.
A yes from Holly. A sure from Valerie, a yes from Norma, and Karen. Okay, so what color do you want that in? Okay, let's vote. Do you want it in cardstock, designer paper, or specialty paper?
Specialty paper.
One specialty paper. Connie says navy. Valerie says DSP. Wait, I missed one. Karen says dark cardstock. Peggy says cardstock. Valerie says vellum, so that would be a specialty paper. Okay, we have 3 votes for cardstock. So this is what that die cut looks like. It's just this one. And it's been voted on cardstock. So do we want, let's decide between white and navy. Norma gives me that little shrugging icon thing emoji. She has no idea. Okay, white or navy on top of our mountain. We're going to have to put something else on this mountain because it's not covering up the sunset. Okay, Karen says navy, Connie says navy, Peggy says navy, Norma says navy,
Yeah,
Valerie
navy.
says navy. Okay. We could, do you want to do another mountain if you don't want to do anything else? I guess we could cut this down and make it narrower. That's what we could do. Okay, let me get some navy. Put this, we're going to do that next. Night of navy is coming to the table. I'll need a strip of Night of Navy. And take my word for it, you don't ever want to do this die without putting adhesive sheet on it. Because it's a pain in the butt if you don't have adhesive sheet on it. Where's my garbage can? Over here. Oh, stuck to me. Okay, I will cut out one of these from navy. If we do this and you decide you don't like it, we can always take it off and do it different. Doesn't mean this is cast in stone. Okay, I'm here. Keep sticking to my finger. Let go. Hello. There we go. So there's our mountain. Are we liking it?
Yes.
Me too. So now we need to decide, because it doesn't quite go from end to end. Do you want a second mountain in there offset and go side to side, or do you want me to cut it down and make it a little bit narrower?
I think second mountain.
How about over there in Facebook? Do you want a second mountain, or do you want me to cut it narrower? Another mountain, says Connie. Slip it off, says Karen. I don't know what that means. Maybe she meant slice it off. Norma wants a second mountain. Okay. Second mountain in Night of Navy or second mountain in cardstock. I mean designer paper. Sorry.
Is it gonna go behind that one? Because if it
Don't-
goes behind it, it could be cardstock. If it's gonna be sort of in front of it, I think designer paper again.
I don't know. Valerie says cardstock. Karen says Night of Navy and behind. I have enough to cut a Night of Navy one out. Well, let's see. I do. Look, I do. Okay, I'll cut another Night of Navy out. And if you don't like it, we can change it. But give us something to work with. Oh, Valerie says a lighter color. Okay. So then this one could go over there. like that-ish. And then this one could just slide in behind there. Like that. Yes? No?
Oh, I like that.
I just noticed that this is not on here properly. So I have to fix it. Because if we put that dark one in behind, it's going to show the blue, the light blue. No, 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 don't want that. Norma says it needs some depth. What do you mean by that, Norma? Do you want me to cut another Night of Navy one? Night of Navy, this part over top of it? Like a detail one back there? Yes or no? Am I doing this? When I find my adhesive sheets. There they are. Okay, I'll just keep going until I'm told to stop. Oh, okay. Connie says nah, but Peggy and Norma say yes. So I'll cut it out. If you don't like it, I don't have to put it on there. I really, really, really want to use the new. Oh, you know, we could put the glimmer paper back there. Because there is blue glimmer paper.
Hmm.
Might we be changing the whole card now? And do glimmer paper? I got an glimmer paper from Norma. Thing I like about these sheets, the adhesive sheets, is if I don't like it, I can take it off. Let's just put it on and have a look. Ooh. I'm thinking my night sky should have come down a little bit further. There.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if my tape is going to stick to that. We can put it on here temporarily and carry on with life. There. Okay. Okay. They're liking the mountains. Mountains are done. Now you want this watery thing. Are we want it to be water or are we wanting it to be grass? So what I want to know is, do you want this one to be blue or green or pink? Because it could be a reflection of the sky in whatever water we have there. Karen says green. Connie says water. Peggy says water. Valerie says pink.
Water.
3 blues. Okay, it's going to be blue. All right, what have I got in here? But the rest of that piece. Not that piece. That's pink, that's yellow. That's green. There's that one. Or we can cut it out of the middle of that one. I think these are all orange.
Or the bottom right corner area of that last one you just pulled, and it would have some blue. Yeah, but the right, so the other right.
The
it would
real
have
right.
It would have some blue, but it would also have sort of the purpley color or whatever that would be more of a reflection of the sky in the water.
Right about there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try one and we'll see what it looks like. The worst it could be is no, you don't want to use it.
That's right.
Here we are. Now.
Yeah, I'm
Do
not
we-
sure I like it, but I think it's more, I'm not sure I like the shape of that piece.
Shall we cut another one and have more than one?
Well, because that would hide the white between the mountains and the quote water. Yeah.
Yeah, so on the inspiration one there, it's kind of like a splotch down there. It's like they've taken a paintbrush and
Yeah, well, I don't like the white in the inspiration one either.
okay. Good thing I did that not on a Friday night then, eh?
Wouldn't matter. There have been things done on Friday nights that I didn't like either. I'm just one of many voices. Tonight, I feel
know.
like I'm the only voice, but
Well, the other ones are answering. You just can't hear them. Now, if we put this so that it goes up underneath, come here, like that, and then pull this one so that it goes up underneath. How's that?
yeah, I like that look better without the white. But what do other people think?
I don't know that nobody said anything over there. They're all quiet. Do you like this, Facebook people, or not? Remember, it's going to get cut off. So it'll be about like that. Valerie likes it.
That's almost scary, you know, Valerie. We've been sitting here on the same page all night.
Karen doesn't like the shape. Yeah. The only other shape we have is this one. It does not look like a lake. Oh, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Norma says she's not fussy. Peggy says, no. Lisa says good. Peggy says, I think a blue color. Valerie says, I know. So she's with you there. All right, let's try a blue. I'll cut one in blue and we'll have a look. I think it's really effective the way it is, but then my opinion doesn't count tonight. I'm cutting blue, I'm cutting blue. Oh, look, I cut it. I didn't cut it out of that one. I cut it out of the other one. Oh, well,
Well, that's okay.
we can add some blue in there.
See, I like it better now, like, because it does look more like water with the reflection with adding the blue.
Get it up close so you can have a look. Yes or no. I think this one needs to go underneath that one though. Norma says that's better, and Valerie says, yuppers, I love it. I think this is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's kind of got like a beach look to it because we haven't done anything down here yet. So we have to do something down here.
Yes.
So we'll go back to my paradise palms that we were kind of supposed to be using and we haven't yet. Paradise palm.
Because if we're going to put a palm tree in there, we have to have sort of some sand at the bottom somewhere.
Yep. And a fence. And some
Sure.
pebbles.
Yes, because you really like the fences.
I love this fence and I am so sad that it's going. I can't believe they're stealing my fence from me. How rude.
I was going to say, apparently they didn't ask your opinion. What's with that?
They did not. Karen doesn't like the palm. Valerie doesn't like the palm. This was the whole inspiration, was the palm. I think I'm being told no palm.
So ladies, what do you think of instead of the palm?
Good question. Okay, where's my white card base? I can borrow your fence. Valerie, thank you, but I don't think I'm getting rid of this one. I like that fence. I think I'm going to keep this bundle myself. There. So that'll be cut to about there. So now, well, that's the way it is, way it goes, both fences. Yeah, we can put both fences on there. A shorter palm. Yeah, we can do a shorter palm. I just stuck it on there. And it's going to be my envisioned in black. What do you want to do on the bottom? Do we want to sponge and then ocean front? Let me get ocean front. Ocean front. Ocean front. Because ocean front has rocks and dirt and stuff. Now I don't think we can use these because they're not wide enough and it would look funny. We'd have joins, but I can sponge that, or I can find some paper to put down there. So that'll be the next one I think we'll vote on. Let me get my voting paper. Do you want to sponge it the bottom, or do you want to use designer's paper? The bottom here.
Sponge.
Oh, Holly from the distance says sponge. I think I've used all this paper, but this one would have been kind of cool. Peggy says sponge. Valerie says sponge. Looks like we're going to be sponging. Okie dokie. Let's take everything off here. Wait, I have to take a picture of this. So I remember. Because I'm not going to remember what it looked like when it comes time to put it all back together. And I have to take it all off of here. All right. Somebody else messaging me. Come on, people. It's Friday night, for goodness sake. There. Now I gotta get that back up. There, we're back. Okay. Sponge. Need this on here. Like that. And some dirty paper. And my brown sponge. I didn't ask if you wanted green or brown because everybody was saying dirt. So is it all right that I'm using brown? Of course, it's too late now because I can add green. It's brown. Is it all right that I'm doing brown?
I think so. Because I was sort of thinking sand, so that looks more like sand than greenwood to me.
Yeah. A bit darker around the edges. Now, this is crumb cake. So do you want me to add some soft suede around the edges and make the edges darker, or do you want me to just leave it like this? So I'll take the Post-it note off. Oops. Brown's good. Oh, good. Okay, so there's what it looks like. Do you want the edges to be darker, or do you want them to be what they are now?
I think a little bit darker, give it more definition.
Okay. See if I can gently put some soft. Oh, Peggy says leave it. I'll gently put some light soft suede around it. I won't make it too dark. Just give it a little bit. See, I'm not making it too dark, and I'm not going too far in, just around the edges.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Good night, Grandma.
Good night, Cameron. I miss you guys. Grandma will be healthy soon, I hope. Hey, you got your hair cut. Yay. Good job. Maybe some dots too. Oh, good idea. Should we add some dots?
Yeah.
Dots. Okay, where am I adding dots? Do you want them everywhere? All over? Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's write this down. Dots all over. So that would be, I would stamp everywhere on here. Or dots around the edge. So be around the edges and leave the center undone. So all over or just the edges?
All over.
All over. That's it. No, oh, Norma says all over. Okay. Let's go for it. As soon as I find my ink, there it is. Valerie says all over. Okay, all over it is. I don't do random. This is really hard for me to not do patterns and things. I hope this isn't ruining it. More?
No,
Too much?
I think it's good. You know, it looks a bit like there's too much right now, but as we finish the bottom, I mean, if you left it just like that, yeah, but there's going to be more stuff on it now. So
Yes, there is. There's going to be a mountain and a mountain and a lake and a reflection. Looks like an animal print and a reflection, and then a palm tree. And a fence or two.
mhm.
And there's rocks. We can put rocks in there too. Oh, Norma says maybe touching. Okay, let's add some second generation in there. So I'll ink and stamp it off. And see how that goes. And if all else fails, well, you know, we can cut the sunset off and use a different bottom. I think that does look better.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself. I remembered each and every one of those to stamp it off first. Definitely needs to be filled in. Try a little blending with crumb cake all over the bottom. Remember, those are not going to be quite as dark when the ink dries either.
Yeah, that's like softening it up even a little bit more.
getting some thumbs up from the other side, saying it's better. This is soft suede. I'm just darkening the edges again. There we are. Now it's got a little bit of depth with the different colors in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's put our, what's this called? Mountain. Our mountain on there. I think it's going to be right about there. And our other mountain. Oh, this one doesn't have adhesive on it. Uh-oh. Okay. All this, and I haven't even gotten my adhesive out yet. I have a real mess though.
Good. That means it's been a successful collaboration night.
And right there along the edge, like that. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Okay. Now, where's my picture? Whoops. Because I can't remember what we did. Okay. So this one went on the bottom. So that one's ready to put in there. And this one with the funky thing went here. And it went like that underneath here a bit. Of course, I put this on and then I remembered that I got to shove these things underneath there. Like that. And then this one. That one just kind of, oops, let go. That one's going to go in here, like, come on, that. And then the blue one is right underneath there. That one, put that there. Maybe I can pull this one out a bit. Cover up that hole there. Well, let's kind of go up a bit more. I have a hole there where the grass, there's dirt showing through. There. What does you think?
Yeah.
Then these will get cut off. Okay, over there in Facebook, what do you think before I go cutting this? Are you liking it? We have to decide what color we're going to put it on too. So I have white here. Karen says it's okay, and Valerie says it looks cool. Okay, so I'll cut off those extra pieces so it doesn't look quite as weird. Okay, ready for the magic? Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Rid of that. Oh, Peggy says it's good, and Valerie says it's cool. Connie says it's good. Norma says it's cool. Aha. All right. So what color do we want the card base to be? Card base. White or navy or brown or blue.
Navy, I think.
Navy, one for navy. Navy to make it pop, says Connie. I just happen to have right here the navy. So I will cut one. Valerie says navy. I think it's going to be navy. Oh, no wonder it's not working. The die was underneath there. Okay, so here it is on navy.
Oh, yeah, way better than white.
Okay. We get some black. I'm going to cut a tree out. We're going to see. We're going to see if we want a tree. Going to see. That one big enough? Nope. Oh dear, are we keeping you up?
Well, yes.
Has to be 2.5 inches wide. Two and a half. And where did I put that? You want this on there too. Is there a smaller palm tree? No. Well, there is, but you have to stamp it. There's this one. I guess you don't have to. This one could make a silhouette. I'll cut them both out. There's also this, which is kind of grasses. That might be cool. I'll show you the grasses. There's the grass. I think I should be able to get both palm trees out of this. Oh, except, hey, dummy. It's too long. Off my finger. Okay. Cut this dude out. And we'll see if we can cut this one out at the same time. Bravo. Okay. There is a palm tree. Where's my brush? Come on. I was so excited today. I got my taxes done. Yay.
Congrats.
And I don't have to pay money this year. It's nice when you increase your deduction so that at the end of the year, you don't have to pay anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have this palm tree. If it will let go of the cardstock. Are you still doing taxes, Holly, or have you finished doing that?
I do a few, just family and close friends, and I have most of them done.
Ah. So there's the palm tree, the big one. Well, I went to do my, I hadn't done November and December books yet, so I went to do them. And my new computer has a Windows 11 and it does not like Simply Accounting 2010.
Oh, go figure, eh?
Go figure, it's a stupid thing. So I had to boot up my old computer and use it. And then I thought, well, I'll just go buy the updated version. Oh, they don't sell Simply Accounting anymore.
No, you have to rent it by the month.
I'm not going to rent it by the month or the year because I don't do payroll, so I don't need the updates.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the palm tree. Connie wants to know if there's any coconuts in that set that can hang from the trees. Yes, there is. These are the small ones. I think they're out of proportion.
Mm-hmm.
There's this thing that's supposed to be coconuts. Isn't it a lovely bunch of coconuts? There's a song about that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cut them out of black and we'll see if they can hang in the tree. Valerie says no to the small one. Bye-bye. I'll use that in my, when I do my silhouette thing. So this is a lovely bunch of coconuts. See them all hanging in the tree. You can't see them. They're not going to stand out because everything is black. They are a bunch of coconuts. Where's the stamp set? So apparently there's 4 of them.
Maybe we should have them just laying under the tree, like on the ground.
Fence. Do we want a fence? Yes or no? Pencil, where are you? Holy macaroni, what a mess. Fence. Yes or no?
Yes, because we really need something in that, in the other right-hand corner.
The other right-hand corner. I lost my fence. Oh God, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, everybody's saying yes to the fence. All right. So, which fence do you want? The big one? So that's the big one. Or the small one. Or both of them. So the big one, the small one, or do something with both of them. Karen's little, Valerie's both, Peggy's little.
What I like about the little one is that it's higher, wider on the edge, and then it gets sort of smaller as it comes in.
Yeah.
See there. Oh, I never thought about doing that with the tree.
That's why you paid me the big bucks, right?
Well, that's true, yeah.
Except that this mountain is higher. It looks, I think it looks better on that side.
It does.
Then we could put a sentiment over on this side.
Mm.
Okay, so we have a little, both, and a little. Okay, so what am I cutting them out of? Do we want brown? Do we want black? There is this stamp we can put wood grain on them.
Mm. Yeah.
I don't have, this doesn't really have any browns in it to cut it out of that. Okay, so we have a white and a dark brown. Where's the package for this? I just want to get this put away because I can't move on my table right now because there's such a mess in there. I can't even find my dies. Okay, you can go in there and you can go in there.
Maybe the crumb cake or something like that with dark brown wood grain over top.
Yeah, could do that. We could do an orange fence. So
Yeah, no.
Oh, Heather's gone. Okay, brown. Do you want crumb cake or early espresso? Valerie says dark brown too. If I do early espresso, you're not going to see the wood grain, but if I do soft suede, you will. I'll cut out one of each. Crumb cake with darker wood grain, early espresso, soft suede. Okay, I'll do soft suede because that's what I got out. And if you don't like it, then we'll get another color. So that's early espresso. Oh no, sorry, soft suede. Apparently, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I like that. But are we going to leave the palm tree behind the fence?
I don't know. Are we?
because if we did, would we not hack off the bottom of the stem? Because otherwise it, well, there it looks better.
Okay, Facebook, do you like the soft suede? While you're deciding, I will stamp it with the wood grain stamp when I when I find it. Okay, we're getting positive vibes about the fence over there. Oh, look what I did. I just stuck my fingers in the entire ink pad. Oh my God. I think I was a novice at this or something. Okay. One fence. Two fence. And a tree.
Two and a tree.
Two and a tree, says Holly. We've done no sentiment. We might not be putting a sentiment on this one. Tree in front, says Connie. Okay, let's try the tree in front. Tree in front. So there we go. I'll take this away so you can decide if you like one fence or two fence. Maybe we can make it a longer fence. Any ideas?
I liked both fences, but separated.
Connie says she doesn't like this. There's that fence all by itself. Norma likes two and the tree in the back. Connie says a fence on each side. And Karen says one fence and a sentiment. So we've got varied choices tonight. You guys are not agreeing on anything. And Valerie says separated fence. Like that. Okay.
And see, Valerie and I are, we're agreeing on a lot.
I know, it's weird.
Very.
Okay, I'm going to put glue dots on here. But I need to know, I guess before I put the glue dots on, let's decide, do we want, so we know we're going to use both of these now. Do you want the tree? Hang on, let me get it centered here. Do you want the tree in front of the fence? Or do you want the tree behind the fence? And then we'll just cut that off at the bottom there. So here's behind the fence. And there's in front of the fence. Connie says in front. Wait, did I miss a comment up there? Okay, Peggy says in back. Connie says in front. Karen says behind. Norma says behind. Valerie says in front. So we're one ahead for behind.
Behind, we can't agree on everything, Val.
Okay, I'm going to put this on then, because it's been voted on to put it in behind. Don't forget we have pebbles to put on here yet too. Oh, before I do this, let's put this on the front of the card. Oh, I should have put the dots on the fence first before I did this, because then they could have been drying. Apparently I'm blonde tonight. But at least my Tombo's cooperating tonight. No big gobs coming out. There we are. Oh, Connie
You didn't
says
jinx it by saying that.
it's true. Connie says, Val, we lost. At least you had somebody on your side, Val. This didn't fold straight. So I was live at 4:30 and introduced you to the new in colors. So if you want to see them, watch the video. They're very pretty. There we go. Okay. That's on.
Say, I saw that. I'll have to go back and see it because I just saw that you had been on, so.
Yeah, they're very pretty. One fence. Two.
No, we're putting the palm behind.
Oh, right. The ribbon is amazing. Yeah, it is. I agree with you. Norma, the ribbon is gorgeous. Oh, yeah, I got to cut it off a bit. About that much, maybe. Hang on. Lift up.
Did you get all of your order, like the caddies too?
Yeah. I did.
Okay. That'll be exciting. I'll drool all over it when I pick it up.
Yeah, you can, you ordered more than one, didn't you?
I did, so.
Because I'm going to take, they didn't arrive until like 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm going to take them to Hool on Monday and have them done.
Yeah, but I thought the other one I can
Yep.
pick up when I pick up my card thing.
Yep, you can.
And then, like I say, I can drool all over it.
Uh-huh. Because it's not yours. There's
That's
the
right.
I can't believe they took the pebbles away. And look at this. I don't even have enough that I can hoard them. I think gray ones. What do you think? Brown ones or gray ones? I think the brown ones are going to blend in too much. What color do you think? Gray or brown pebbles?
Gray.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. But then my vote doesn't count. While they're doing, there's the new colors. Parakeet Party, Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, and Tahitian Tide. I still have to put cardstock in there, but that's those the colors. Okay, we're getting more grays than brown. I'm sorry, Valerie, you lost again. I hope you're not getting a complex. Here?
Sure.
And a dark one. And maybe a couple of dark ones over here. How's that?
Looks good to me.
She says she'll go to the garden and eat worms. Long, thin, slimy ones, short, fat, juicy ones. There's a song about that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what does everybody think of the card? Do you like the card? Are you happy with the card? I think it's an amazing card. But you know what? I'm thinking we need more pebbles on there. I just feel like it needs some more pebbles over there. Long. Now I'm going to have that stupid worm song going through my head. What do you think? Another one I can send to you? Valerie wants all my cards.
I like that one. You do realize we have an even amount of pebbles on there, but is it okay because there's 5 on one side and 3 on the other?
Well, if I put this one here, it's going to look funny.
Mm-hmm.
And if I put this one here, it's, oh, well, that doesn't look too bad. Hang on. We'll just fill it all in there. It's my card and I could do it.
Because they now will cost you an extra $1 to mail
1,
it
2,
to
3, 4,
somebody.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got an uneven number. Yes, it will. And I still have these coconuts. Do you want them on there? Hang on,
No.
I'll lift it up so you can see. Well, thanks, Val. Valerie sent me back some uncanceled stamps. Do you want the coconuts on there?
I think they just sort of look blobby.
Yeah, Valerie is saying no too. But you know what I'm thinking? This should have been up on dimensional instead of down flat. Hang on. I'm going to do something. There's nothing popped up on here and we haven't done a sentiment yet. So are you wanting to put a sentiment on it? There, so I did that. Now I'm going to put this on here. Get rid of all the sticky on there. There, that's better. See,
Yeah,
it's got a
it
little bit of
does.
height now.
Yeah, it does look better.
It looked kind of stupid the other way. Okay, Valerie says no sentiment.
I'm with Val.
This is a cute little one. That would go right there.
And it would cover up too much of that beautiful sky.
Haven't done the inside, you know. What are we going to put on the inside? Oh, we can put those other palms in there. These little guys. Come on,
And you can put your retirement wishes on the inside.
we can. Okay, come here, white piece. Where are you? And an envelope. Okay, where's my black? Everybody's liking the card. Do you want me to sponge on the inside too? Put a little bit of sunset happening in here?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got those nice and dark. Ooh, lovely. Valerie says put hello on there. I think that it would have to be on another piece, and then we would have to figure out what color it needs to be on. Because I think if we put it on white, it would be kind of not good. La 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 la. Gotta wait till the ink transfers. Here we are. Okay. Mango. Mango. Probably should have done this before I did the black. I hope it doesn't reactivate the black. How's that? You want more? Black paper, white embossed. Oh, for the sentiment. Could do that. Is that enough, or do you want some more? You
Well,
want
next
some
color.
purple in there? Do you
Mhm.
want pink in there?
Yeah, please.
All right, then. There's the pink.
And a little bit of purple.
And a little bit of purple. I just found my lunch, half of my lunch sitting on my desk. Apparently I didn't finish lunch. It's not good. Yay, purple. Whoops. Oops. Got a little carried away there. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
You like it over there in Facebook world? Put it in. And then we're done. Good thing, because there's the end of my tape. Everybody's liking it. Ta-da! Ta-da! And the envelope.
Looks good.
Pretty awesome card. There's just one little issue with it that you guys probably can't see, but I can see that paper's lifting up there, so I'm just going to put some glue in behind it. want it to stay down. There. Stay. Much better. Don't we make lovely cards together?
Yes.
I love those pebbles. I need to take a little bit more adhesive off of that palm tree though. There we go. Good card, people. Good card. Well, the draw. We got to do the draw. Don't let me forget to do the draw. I have to find my computer first because it's here somewhere underneath all this mess. Okay, so I have to, first of all, let me go check and see if anybody else has put their entry in while we've been creating. I don't think so. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm going to take you down and unplug you, and we'll have a look at the entries. So this is Janet's card. She
Oh, that's
used the
cute.
turtle bundle. Isn't that adorable? I love it. And then this one is Connie's.
Well, that's really pretty too.
Yeah, I like it. Been a while since I used those butterflies. I think I better get them out. And then Yvonne's.
Well, that's really pretty
Isn't
too.
that cute? I love it. Okay, so I have on the wheel of names, I have their, wait, that's not the right wheel. This is the right wheel. So I have their 3 names in there. I'm going to take the name of the draw out because, so if Janet and, oh, look at Yvonne's got a weird name. If Janet or Yvonne win, then I'll go over to this wheel and we'll figure out what they win. If Connie wins, then I'm going to send her a card because she's in the States. So here we go. And the winner is Janet.
Yay, Janet.
Hey, Janet. And we'll go over here. And why is there a blank space? I don't understand.
And what's a dundle?
Oh, it's a bundle. I was typing
Okay.
this with my, oh, look at that. Now I've got it even weirder. I love my laptop, but it's not the best thing in the world. Okay, so she's going to win either. Hang on. The Hive embossing folder, or Simply Marvelous paper, or Sunshine and Rainbows paper, or the Friendly Hello bundle. So those are the 4 things that are on the wheel. Sorry, am I making you guys all seasick? Where's my mouse? Here we go. And Janet is going to win. The embossing folder. Yay! Congratulations, Janet. You have won the Hive embossing folder. And I will get that to you. So that means that the rest of the things that I have are still up for grabs. So we will have more draws because I can. Good night, Connie. Yes, congratulations to Janet. And thanks everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Amazing card as usual. That's a stunner, that one is. I will be back on Monday, so have a wonderful weekend.
You
And-
too.
Thanks. I have a box of new stuff, so you know where I'm going to be this weekend.
Praying for rain and in your craft room.
I'm going to be in my craft room all weekend because I'm contagious and I can't see my grandchildren, so that's where I'm going to be. So thanks over there on Facebook. I'm going to be signing off now. We'll see you Monday night at 8 o'clock. Stamps and smiles. Bye for now.